Hello students, welcome to Angel Health Academy. Topic for the day or topic for the session is ESI Act or scheme, Employee State Insurance Act or Employee State Insurance Scheme. The Employee State Insurance Scheme ESI Act introduced or launched in 1948 after the very next year to our independence in 1948. It is a social welfare legislation act. It is a social welfare for the workers. So it is a social welfare legislation in India designed to protect, that is planned to protect the employees in case of any sickness, job related or employment related sickness, maternity. So related to delivery, antenatal, intranatal and postnatal related to delivery. Any disability occur in the job settings or occupational settings, that is disability, and even death in the workplace. Due to any unusual incidents which occur in the factory or industries, and death due to employment injury, that is any unusual occurrence or incidents which happen at the work site, or at the industry or factory. So it is a social welfare legislation started by the government of India in 1948 as Employee State Insurance Scheme or Act. It provides medical support, medical care, cash benefits and other benefits through the contribution, the cash collecting from both the employer and employees. So a particular percentage of money is collected from both employer and employees of that particular industry or factory, and that amount is given as the medical benefit, sickness benefit, maternity benefit, etc. to the employee. Next is the key features of Employee State Insurance Act, ESI Act or scheme. The key features or important features. First feature is about the applicability. Who are the people? Those who can avail the benefit of this ESI Act or scheme. Then the contribution, regarding the contribution by employer and employees, how much they have to contribute. Then regarding the benefits, what are the various or different benefits availed by both employer and employees. Next one is coverage of medical facilities by ESI Corporation. So ESI formal function is done by Employee State Insurance Corporation. They have many medical facilities, hospitals, dispensaries, clinics, etc. Then what is ESI Corporation? What is its functions? ESI Corporation, that is ESIC. Then eligibility and registration by the working sectors such as factories, industries, other organized working sectors. So their eligibility, how can they become eligible and how can they register. Then grievance redressal, that is another important feature of the ESI, that they give the grievance redressal platform for the both employer and employees under this act. Now let us talk one by one in detail about the features of ESI Act. First one is applicability. The ESI Act applies to the certain establishments, business sectors, employing 10 or more employees. If any establishment which have 10 or more employees, they are eligible for applying for the ESI Act or ESI scheme. Then second is, it is applicable to employees earning up to 21,000 rupees per month. So normally the people, those who are eligible under this act or scheme according to the current amendment is those who are earning 21,000 or less than 21,000 per month. Only those people can avail the ESI benefits. An exception if the employee is having any disability. So employees with the disabilities can avail even though they are having or they are earning 25,000 per month. So the eligibility criteria or applicability towards the employee, those who are earning only 21,000 or less than 21,000 rupees per month. If the employee is disabled, he can earn up to 25,000, then also he comes under or he can avail the benefit of the ESI Act. Then ESI Act extends to various sectors, business sectors. This act is extending, it is providing services to various sectors such as factories, hotels, shops, cinemas, road and transport, road transport, education institutions, medical institutions, hospital, center, etc. All those people, those who are working in such social sectors or business sectors can avail the or applicable to get the benefit of this scheme. That is about the applicability. The next is second one is regarding contributions. The scheme is financed, okay, supported with the cash by contribution from both employer and employees of that particular business sector. Okay, employer's contribution is, the owner's contribution is 3.25% of the his employees' wages. Okay, 3.25% of the employee wages has to contribute by the owner or employer. The employee's contributions, okay, the worker's contribution is 0.75% of his or her wages. So each employee or every employee or worker has to contribute 0.75% of his total or her total wages getting every month from that particular institution or industry or factory. Then moreover, if the employee is earning less than rupees 176 per day, okay, if the employee drawing only 176, that is 176 per day, they are exempted, avoided to contribute. Their part is contributed by the employer himself or themselves. Okay, so if the employee is earning only rupees 176 per day or less than that, he does not need to pay the contribution. His contribution has to be paid by the employer. Okay, that is regarding the contribution in ESI Act or scheme. Next is the benefits provided under ESI Act or ESI scheme. So there are two type of benefit. One is benefits to the employees and their dependents, and benefits for the employers. Okay, both owner and the workers are benefited under ESI Act or ESI scheme. So benefits for the employees and her or his dependents get medical benefit, sickness benefit, maternity benefit, disablement benefit for any disability, dependence benefit if any death, and funeral expenses for the funeral process, okay, after the death. So these are the 6 important benefits can avail, okay, can get by the employees and his dependents. The first benefit is medical benefit. That is full medical care, complete or total medical care is provided to insured person, that is the worker, and moreover his family, okay, family members from the day 1 of the employment, from the first day itself, okay, first day of employment, okay, first day of work itself, they can avail full medical care, and not only for the worker but also for his family. That is about the medical benefit under ESI Act. Then second is sickness benefit. So all the employees in an organization, okay, business sector are entitled to 70% of their average daily wages. So total daily wages, out of that 70% can avail as a sickness benefit. Okay, if the person is certified as a sickness by the government doctor. Okay, so employees are entitled to 70% of their average daily wages during the period of certified sickness as a sickness benefit, and for a maximum day, that is 91 days in a year, they can avail as a sickness benefit. 91 days can be considered as a benefit for sickness or sickness benefit if he is certified as a sick by the government doctor. Then regarding maternity benefit, insured women are entitled to maternity leave for total 26 weeks for one maternity. Okay, each maternity a woman can avail 26 weeks leave with full salary or wages, up to 6 weeks before delivery and 20 weeks after delivery. Like the total 26 weeks can avail as a maternity benefit. So 6 weeks before delivery and 20 weeks after delivery under ESI Act or ESI scheme as maternity benefit to the women who are working in a particular organization or particular business sector, provided employer has to pay the complete wages for the total 26 weeks. Then the fourth feature is disablement benefit. It includes both temporary disablement benefit and permanent disablement benefit. Under temporary disablement benefit, that is 90% of the wages are payable as long as the disability continues. So if there is any temporary disablement for any employee or worker, okay, the 90% of the total wages are payable as long as the disability continues. So as long as the person is having disability with a particular issue, his 90% of the wages can be payable or to given as a disablement benefit to the particular employee. Then, if the disability become permanent, that is permanent disablement, a lifetime pension is given or granted, okay, based on the extent of the loss, okay, of the earning capacity of the worker, each worker or employee. So, according to the extent, how much the loss he has been have according to the permanent disability or disablement, based on that a lifetime pension is given or granted to the worker, each worker or employee in that particular settings. So that is about the disablement benefit in both the case of temporary disablement and permanent disablement. Then fifth one is dependence benefit. So benefit for the dependence. In case of any death, okay, during the work settings or occupational settings, due to employment injury, any injury that had taken place during the employment, okay, the dependence of that particular person's family, okay, dependents are entitled to a monthly payment of the 90% of the wages of the person who died from that industry or factory, okay. So the 90% of the wages of that particular employee who expired due to any employment injury in the work settings or industry or factory, that could be granted or given as a pension to his or her dependents as dependence benefit. That is a monthly payment of 90% of the wages of that particular person or the worker or employee has been given as pension, okay, to the dependents as dependence benefit. Then moreover, ESI Act or scheme also has the funeral expenses, okay, if there is any death, okay, related to employment injury, the funeral expenditure or expense also can be contributed or can be given by the ESI Act or ESI scheme. So a lump sum amount, approximate amount for that funeral expenses in particular situation is provided to cover the funeral cost, okay, funeral cost up to a prescribed limit according to the rules and regulation of that particular industry or the work settings. Currently, ESI scheme or act is giving approximately 15,000 as funeral expenses. So these are the benefits we have discussed up to these 6 benefits for the employees. Now let us talk about the benefits of the employer, because both employee and employer is contributing the money and under ESI Act or ESI scheme. So first one is exemption from providing medical insurance to employees. So that means actually ESI Act or ESI scheme covering all medical insurance to the particular employees or workers. Thus the owner or the employer does not need to pay any medical insurance. So he is exempted. Exempt he is free from, he is avoided from providing medical insurance to employees or workers. Second one is he may have a healthy workforce, healthy employees, which definitely increase the productivity or outcome or profit of the business. That is the second benefit, is always the employer may have a healthy workforce or healthy personnel or workers. Okay. Then third one is exemption from government taxes, some percentage. Okay. Some percentage government tax may not be needed to paid by the employer if he is registered in the ESI Act or ESI scheme. That is exemption, avoid from government tax, a sort of percentage, how much is paying. It depends upon the size and other feature of the industry, factory or work sector or business sector. That is regarding the benefits for employers. Then fourth feature is coverage of medical facilities. As I said in the introduction, ESI has different organizations such as ESI hospitals, dispensaries, clinics, other medical institutions, etc. So ESI scheme operate various ESI hospital, dispensaries and other medical institutions to provide healthcare services to insured person or their families. Services include outpatient services, inpatient services, specialist care. Okay, there will be specialist doctors or consultants. So the beneficiary may get specialist services and care, even surgery and other treatment for chronic disease, etc. Okay, so these are the medical facilities available by the ESI corporation to render the ESI scheme or ESI Act for the insured persons and their families. That is about the coverage. Then fifth one is ESI corporation. Okay, as I said in the beginning, ESI having its corporation. Okay, the Employee State Insurance Corporation is a statutory body, legal body created under ESI Act. So the formal or executive function of the ESI Act or scheme is conducted or done under Employee State Insurance Corporation. Okay, it is a statutory body, the legal body of the ESI scheme or act. This statutory body or ESI corporation is responsible for the administration of ESI scheme effectively and efficiently. So all the scheme, all the benefits are efficiently administered or organized and done by the ESI corporation. Then 61 is eligibility and registration. How the organization can become eligible and how they can register. So regarding employees, we have already discussed it. That is, all employees working in an establishment covered under the act and earning a wage up to 21,000 are eligible. Okay, those who are earning up to 21,000, not more than 21,000, okay, are eligible. Then employer or employers are required to register their establishment, their business sectors, okay, industry or factory under ESI Act and provide ESI registration to all the employees, eligible employees in her industry, those who are earning 20,000, 21,000 or less per month in that particular industry or a factory, okay. Then ESI contributions are made monthly only. So every month employer has to collect from the employees whatever percentage we have already mentioned, then that has to be contributed to ESI, okay. Failure to comply that or remit that amount may result in penalties, okay, for the employer, okay. So that is about the eligibility and registration. Eligibility is nothing but those who are earning less than 21,000 per month are eligible. That is eligibility, and the owner of the organization, industry or factory has to register his business sector under ESI Act or scheme, okay. Then he has to take ESI registration number and registration that has to be given to the eligible employees of his business sector, okay. Then he has to remit the ESI contribution every month. So monthly submission of the amount to the ESI corporation, and if it is fails, okay, can result to penalties, okay. That is about the eligibility and registration. And last one is grievance redressal, okay. The act, ESI Act or scheme also has a provisions, okay, facility for resolving. So resolving is nothing but solving, okay, the dispute, quarreling and problem between the employers. If there is any problem between the employees, if there is any issues between the employees in various department or in the same department, the ESI through grievance mechanism, they have grievance redressal mechanism, such as they have ESI court. There they do adjudications, that is settling the problem between two parties, solving the dispute between the employees and employees through various ESI courts. So far we have discussed in detail about ESI Act and ESI scheme and its key features, important features. Hope this video really benefits in your studies and exams. If you feel it is really worth, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and stay tuned with the Angel Health Academy for the next and important academic video. Thank you.